What show did you start and wound up hating so much you didn't finish it? Riverdale. Designated Survivor. First season was incredible, second season was fine, after that it was awful. It became something so different than when it began that the show was unrecognizable, so I stopped watching within a few episodes of when it became a generic Washington, D.C. based show. The Flash. The 100. I surprisingly made it 5 seasons and I think I almost quit watching part way though season 1, because even though I really liked some aspects of the show, the characters and drama just pissed me off so much. I decided to keep going, and then I think episode 5 or 6 got me hooked. It didn't change how much I disliked most of the characters, and that kind of remained a trend throughout the show for me. Was absolutely captivated by the story and concept, absolutely hated the characters and drama. Clark, her mom, and Octavia sunk the show emo. After season 5 I think I just thought to myself, I enjoyed a lot of that, but I think I've seen all I need to see. Edit, spelling. Once upon a time so effing glad I stopped at season 2. Orange is the New Black. After Passay died I just couldn't watch it anymore. Under the Dome. Arrow. Orange is the New Black. Piper annoyed the fucking shit out of me. Glee. I watched a ton of Dexter, but a certain season made me hate it. Heroes. Grey's Anatomy. Walking Dead. Netflix's Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I really liked the first season, barely made it through the second season, and refused to watch the third. 13 Reasons Why. Suits. How they managed to put together 9 seasons of the same shit over and over I'll never understand. BQAce I quit in the middle of season 3. Every single season of AHS since Freak Show always starts out strong and interesting. And then usually halfway through, Ryan Murphy consistently shows that he can't finish a story and I realize what's going to happen and just decide to quit. Around Roanoke, I stopped even giving him a chance. Dexter. Trinity Killer season was peak TV. But then Deb's finding out about things and somehow allowing it to continue just felt weird. I stopped watching not long after that. Tried rewatching it all more recently and got to the exact same point before giving up for a second time. Westworld. Loved the first season. Then it started going downhill. Haven't seen the latest season and I don't plan on it. Weeds. Anyone watched Designated Survivor? S1 was back-to-back banger episodes and me and my ex completed it in record time. S2 and had us both cringing to even think about watching it anymore. Shameless. Just an over-the-top soap opera towards the later seasons. Still haven't finished the last 6 episodes and probably never will. Man in the High Castle. Because someone already mentioned You Under the Dome, I also have to add True Blood. Also The Strain. How to Get Away with Murder. Very repetitive. The last 2 seasons of Killing Eve. Handmaid's Tale. The first season starts so strong but as the seasons go on the story refuses to move forward. It was just an endless cycle of failed escapes. Or when characters finally have the chance to escape they either change their mind or go back inside. It's like the writers were too afraid to shake up the status quo. After a few seasons I just gave up. The 100. Started out strong. But by season 2 or 3 or so, when they first discover the AI or whatever, even a bit before that it was getting away from the sci-fi post-apocalyptic thought experiment that brought me to the show and into a ton of drama that I'm really not into. I didn't even really like the fact that there were survivors in large numbers still on Earth, but it was the turn to drama that really caused me to stop watching. Iron Fist. Boy did that end up sucking hard. Danny Rand is a boring character and I couldn't give less fucks about the rich shareholder siblings with daddy issues. Maybe hate is a strong word, but the Pentaverite is pretty rough. There are a few scenes that made me laugh. It makes me sad that Mike Myers hasn't produced anything funny in a long time. Shameless. After Fiona's wedding it went downhill. I met Jeremy Allen White at a bar a while back and I told him that Lip deserved more than the crap they put him through. Should have been better. But Showtime shows ending suck ass. Westworld has the sharpest downturn I've ever seen. Starts out so rad, and becomes absolutely unwatchable in an instant. Handmaid's Tale. It was good for the first couple seasons but I hate shows that reset everything back to the beginning. Silicon Valley did that too. Vikings. After Ragnar died it was unwatchably boring. Billions. It was never high art but it got pretty brutal when they really leaned into the celebrity cameos. The Good Doctor. Sorry, just too many cheesy flashbacks. Walking Dead. Fun at first, but just got to be repetitive gore porn. There just wasn't an interesting story there. I watched Xena, Warrior Princess pretty regularly and it was starting to get ridiculous. There was a moment where Xena uttered the line "No more living for you." And that was it. I stopped watching and never watched another episode. Now whenever a show just pushes me to quit I refer to it as a "no more living for you" moment. I'm just glad they ended Scrubs at season 8 and didn't try to make a spin-off. Arrested Development after Netflix took over. Orange is the New Black. The first few seasons were good. They lost me after a while. The Umbrella Academy, sort of. First season was fire, second season 2 I started hating Allison, stopped paying attention, gave season 3 a chance, realized how abysmally terrible Allison's character is, half-assed my way through the rest of the season, really only paying attention to important parts. The only saving grace for season 2 and 3 are Aiden, who does an overly incredible job at portraying number 5, Russian doll. The first season was good, but then random shit just started happening in S2 and the characters had poor reactions and made dumb, unrealistic decisions. It's possible I didn't understand the season or plot, but I got lost quickly and made me not want to keep track. The Witcher. Yes, the series isn't over yet, but as a fan of the world just not interested after season 2. This Is Us. The Simpsons. It was my favorite show for years and it just keeps going and it's not funny anymore. I do like to watch the first episode when they get Santa's little helper around Christmas and I have a DVD with some early Treehouse of Horror episodes I watch around Halloween.